Hey guys, and how's it going? There was a video that I did on the 73 where I was working on the carburetor problems it was having, and I had raised the question to you guys. I said, what tractor do you guys want me to work on next? I wasn't feeling well and I didn't really want to work on them both. Correction, I didn't want to film them. So I said, I'll give you guys an option, either the 68 or the 73, and I said the 73 needed the rubbers done and the 68 was having some solenoid problems. Well, everybody voted for well, I had a couple of votes for the 216. So I pulled the 216 out, we fixed it, we put the mount on there, and the thought had crossed my mind. I had already missed an upload last Sunday, so I thought, well, you know what I could do? I could do both videos on the same day. I can work on the 216 and then come back out, work on the 68, upload them both the exact same day, and make up for the video that I missed. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I started messing around with it a little bit. Let me show you. So I was talking about this needing a new solenoid, and I started getting iffy. I was playing around with it. I was testing different solenoids. I was jumping the solenoid. I was pull starting the thing for the 216 for a while, and the question had raised my mind. The question had came to my mind. This is a negative ground tractor. That's negative ground. This is your positive. This is what feeds the electricity. And the thought had come to my mind, what if I ran a wire from the positive side of the battery to that middle terminal on the solenoid? Now let me show you what I am talking about on another solenoid. Where do I have another solenoid at? Let me find a solenoid. Actually, you know what? Damn it. Let me look for a solenoid real quick. So here's a solenoid. This is the exact same as what's in the tractor right now. This terminal right here goes through to your safeties in the tractor. It moves a solenoid in here. I'll have to show you. There's a coil inside of here, and there's a little cylinder that moves up and down. Now, when this gets charged, this right here goes to your positive terminal on the battery. This here goes to the starter, or whatever you want to power with the solenoid. It doesn't matter what terminal does what, as long as you have this hooked up right. You could have the battery here or here. You could have the starter there or there, and it really won't matter. So, anyway, the way it works, this one here charges your magnet. Okay, this is negative ground, this is positive, and it goes down to the negative ground. So what I did was I ran the wire from the positive side of the battery to this terminal on that solenoid, because I wanted to find out if the solenoid was good or not. And here's what you get. So as you can see, camera's flashing, you need a new battery. As you can see, that turned over when I did that. Here, I can even demonstrate. Let me start it up for you guys so I can prove to you that I ain't lying. So, I did that, and the solenoid tested good, and I said it was a bad solenoid. Keys on. I'll show you. Right here. No power from, put the key back in, no power from this. This is not hooked up. As you can see, it's doing what it was before. So, that's not hooked. I do have a solenoid over here that I have pulled apart. I can show you what everything is on it. It's really simple. And this is your coil right here that charges up. The solenoid goes in here. It goes inside of here and it moves up and down. It's I'm still kind of congested right now, so I apologize about sniffling. Let me get you guys a new battery real quick. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I can't find the little brass piece that goes inside of here, but these wires, there's a wire there and a wire there. They hook up to your terminals on the solenoid. Now this one is bent and scratched, so this one's no good. And there's your terminals inside. It's really simple. You could fix one yourself if you really wanted to, but they're a pain to pull apart and they're a pain to get back together. So now we're left with the question on the 68, what do we want to do? So we've checked the solenoid and I've checked the key switch. Key switch is good, solenoid's good, so that means that something along the line has unhooked. Now, I have a wiring diagram for this tractor. Let me pull it out real quick. I'll have to flip to it in my book. I always keep a book for the tractors. I have one for all three. Let me bring you guys back when I get to the page. So this right here is the wiring diagram I was telling you about. Actually, I think I'm on the wrong one. There we go. This is your wiring diagram for the 68, and then there's another one on the other side that shows it with headlights. But it's the same thing either side. This is with headlights. It's the same thing. So this terminal right here, actually, what one is it? This one here goes to your safeties, labeled S, or solenoid. This goes down to your safeties. As you can see, this is your safeties and then your solenoid. I have this one bypassed. It goes straight from here to the solenoid. It does not go to any safeties. All safeties on it are bypassed, so forget that. Now, the only possible exclamation I can think of is the key switch being bad. I don't think the key switch is bad, and I know along the line it's not disconnected anywhere unless that wire managed to get cut. But I've pulled on the wire and it's pulled off the key switch, so I have no idea what I want to do. But I really like the idea of having it run from the battery straight to the solenoid and just starting it that way. So what I think I'm going to do is actually make this into a button start, or keep it with that wire so it's not your average person or someone who would come along trying to steal it wouldn't know how to start it. They wouldn't know how to move it. Well, they wouldn't know how to start it unless they took a piece of rope and put it around the PTO, but I don't think anybody would try doing that. So that's the plan. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'd like to do it on all my tractors, but they run fine right now, so I should just leave them alone. Trying to think but that's what I'm thinking right now. So this is your wiring diagram for anybody who needs it. This is for square fenders, not round fender. And then the next one is for headlights. As you can see, there's your headlight connectors and your tail light. This right here is where a cigarette lighter would go for these tractors. I was wondering if I could put the button right here, the push start button. Now, I'd like to put it under the hood somewhere so you have to really look for it. But it'd probably be better off right there. So that's what I'm thinking right now. Not sure what I want to do with it yet. I'm almost tempted, and the bad thing about this tractor is they don't make the 4-prong key switch that it has anymore. They only make 5. These two over here have 5-prong. Same with the patio. This has a 4-prong. It's got its own key switch. They stopped using this setup in, I think, 70s. They had 5-prong key switches. Now, the way that I wired up the patio, no, this isn't the patio. The patio is not in here anymore. I moved it up front, up in the front building to get it out of the way so that it wasn't, it's warmer up there, I'll put it that way. But, so the patio, I'm not sure why it's 5, but for whatever reason it is, so I'm just going to leave it at 5. But in 69 was the last year that they used the 4-prong key switch, if I'm remembering correctly. It might have been 68 that was the last year. But I've seen a few 69s with it too, earlier ones. Anyway, so that's where we're at right now. I'm thinking about putting the button start on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually do that or I just want to check that key switch. But the only problem is I don't have another key switch. So if it turns out to be the key switch, then I'm not sure where to go because I don't have another key switch. I had also thought about we could throw one of the 5-prongs in here, find out what prong goes to what, get it wired up. Now, keep in mind, this key switch isn't the same as one of the 5-prong key switches, so I don't know if it'd work or not, but we could test it. I think I've actually tested it on this one before and didn't have very good luck. Now what we could do is we could make it into a 5-prong key switch setup, but is it really worth the trouble? You pretty much have to redo all the electronics in it. So that's where we're at right now. I'm thinking about just putting that button in. This really isn't a fix-it type of video. This is just a little bit of an update on what I've figured out right now and what I've got figured out and just telling you what to check. So if you're having problems with your solenoid, where if you jump your terminals with a screwdriver and it starts up, try running a wire, if it's positive ground, running a wire from your solenoid, the middle terminal, to your positive terminal on the battery. Now, if you have a 4-prong solenoid, I don't know what to tell you. I don't mess with those. There's 2 live wires on that on the 4-prong, I'm pretty sure, and then there's 2 ground. One goes to hot wire. One of the little ones is a hot wire and one of them is a ground. Right? I think. I'd have to take a look. But it's about the same. It's about the same principle as what this is, but I've never messed with one of them. That 0 turn up front has one of the 4 prongs. I don't have a wiring diagram for it though, so I couldn't tell you. So currently I am waiting on a start button for this tractor. I am also waiting on a coil for this one because it decided to fry its coil. So no spark currently. I think it's the coil that's what's wrong with it. So I ordered another coil. I almost ordered a whole electronics kit, but I think it's that coil. So maybe I'll do a video on that, maybe I won't. But other than that, it does run. It's just you got to figure out what's going on with your key switch. So try what I said, and if that doesn't work, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've missed. on here. I don't really think there is. No, I don't really think so. So I'll come back when I get the button. It'll probably be here in a couple of days. I'll come back when I get the button and then we'll wire it up and get it set up for those of you who are wanting to do this yourself and are curious on how to do it. It's actually very simple. It's a very simple thing to do, and you shouldn't have, if you know how wiring works, you shouldn't have any problem with this. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's wait for our start button to get here. Anybody here remember Blue's Clues? We just got a package. We just got a package. We just got a package. I wonder who it's from. Looks like it says it's from the Tractor Parts Fairy. Cool. Okay, you guys, I am back. It seems that we have a package from the Tractor Parts Fairy. Let's go on ahead and open it and see what she's brought us. Ooh, look at that. Carburetor cleaner and a starter button. Perfect. So now we got what we need for the tractor other than the carburetor cleaner. So let's go on ahead and check this and see. I think it'll fit. Let's go on ahead and pop that little button out of there and find out. I'm hoping it will. I think it should. Let me go grab a flathead screwdriver. Here we go. We might need a hammer or something. I want to try to get this out of here without damaging everything. Would probably be best if we pull the battery out. Well, let's see. Where's the hammer at? Let's go on ahead and try this real quick. I'm not gonna hit it very hard. I'm just gonna try to knock this little button out of here, and then we're gonna see about, no, it ain't gonna come out. There we go, we got it. Okay. Here's the top. Let's see if it'll fit. Ooh, close. There we go. Look at that. Oh. We got a plug now. Cool. You guys see that? Oh, I'll show you later. Okay. Let's go on ahead and put this on here. Or let's see if it'll... Oh, good. Okay. This top piece comes off like so. As you can see. Now we're going to do another. Can you see? Yeah. Let me zoom you out so you can see everything that I'm doing. Okay. This will come off here as shown. And we want to make sure that it goes in here. Why are there so many threads? Cool. So it'll work. Let's put it in. And there we go. Look at that. Don't go to inappropriate land. This is not a porn site. Alright, I don't really think it'd matter what one of these went on there. This is the one that runs from the positive side of the solenoid to the button, and this goes from the middle terminal on the button to the switch. Let me go on ahead. Oh, here's my crimps. And we'll crimp that off and put another thing on there. There we go. I'm hoping we don't have to pull the battery out. I don't think we will, but we'll find out here in a bit. I don't think it matters what side I put the terminals on when it comes to the switch, because it's really just a button. I mean, it's not going to hurt. Oh, oops, didn't mean to do that. It's really just a whatever, what do you call them? You call them a It's a bridge, like the solenoid is. It just connects power, so I don't really think it'll matter between the two. If it does, I'll be surprised. Let me grab another clamp. I'm just using the smallest one that I have because those screws on there are not very big. Hopefully, let's find out. There we go. I'm hoping that it doesn't look too out of the ordinary with that button being on there, but we'll see. We'll see when we're done. That does not go up to where I want it, but, well, it might work. It's not as Terrell Fixes All would say, it ain't no space shuttle, it's a lawnmower. So there we go. Oh hell, perfect. Okay, let's grab our flathead. You know what we should have done? We should have put the one that slides in. I think we messed up. We'll do that here quick. Or we can just cut off on those and make them work. That's what we'll do. Now I'm pretty sure that there has to be a negative ground. Yeah, we can do that. We'll just cut off the little tip of this right here. There we go. Cut it off right. There we go. Okay. Put this one on a terminal. Either one, doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. There we go. Now we'll tighten this down on it. I don't think it's supposed to have a negative ground. I don't think it's supposed to be grounded at all, but we'll find out here in a minute when we go to put it together. Now we'll put this here, trying to get it under that washer, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it now. There we go, that's under that, well, second thought. Oh, it'll work. Okay, so if we can get it. Shit. You just want to be defiant, don't you? Huh? I'll go get the whip if you don't want to cooperate, and we'll make you cooperate. Get on there. There we go. Okay, let's do that. Make you go on there. You guys think we should test it now, or should we wait until we get it put all together? Let's see. Ready? Okay, it works. Alright, let's get this put on here. Don't touch any grounds. Perfect. Don't play dress up and touch the terminals to each other. That's gonna land you in the hospital. Damn it. There we go. Actually doesn't look half bad having that sticking through there. Personal opinion, I wouldn't. Let me see if I have a washer. I might need it. Well, I don't want to tear that decal up. Let's go see if I got a washer. You guys ready to go on ahead and see if this thing will run? All right, get my keys. Ready? Let's find out. Okay. we have a terminal that decided to come off. Let me see if I can fix this real quick. It's causing my lights. We'll skip ahead. Skip to... Lights. There we go. All right. Okay, let's try this again. Now my lights want to work. Ready? Alright, we fixed it. I would say, I think we've got it running. Well, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you all in the next video.